All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do another quick update video for you guys. Yeah, it looks like lots of cool stuff happening in the DeFi space. These two new income streams that I've added to my portfolio have been doing really, really well. I doubled up on both of them. So I'll show you my account real quick. Just give you a quick glimpse of that. Again, super high risky stuff, everything I talk about. So again, make sure you do your own research, you do your own due diligence. If you're gonna get involved with any of this stuff, make sure you can, one, tolerate the risk, and number two, you're only putting in risk at capital, guys. I'm definitely not giving you any type of financial advice. I'm just a regular guy that's documenting my journey and showing you what I'm doing to make gains in the crypto space on a daily basis. Also follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So that being said, before I talk about these newer platforms, got to go to the OG right here. Drip sitting at $28.54. So yeah, this is might be a good entry point for those of you guys that want to load up on some Drip. I am going to be doing an airdrop, guys. Just want to give you a heads up on my third account. I didn't want to do, I was going to do it today, but I want to give you a heads up because it's going to be for people that have 25 Drip minimum deposited into the faucet. And when I looked real quick, there's a lot of you guys that have like 20, 23, some of you guys have 24.5. So rather than me just doing it, I wanted to give you guys a chance to maybe, deposit a little more, just get over that threshold of 25. So you're net positive and you can qualify for that airdrop. Now, if you don't care about airdrops, that's fine. Then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, but I am going to be doing that for my third account. I'll leave a buddy address for that down below. Also, I'm going to be doing an airdrop for Piston again, but last time I did it, it was more of a lottery type deal where I just kind of gave it to everybody that had at least one Piston token deposited. This time we're going to be doing it for people that have at least 25 deposited as well. So as I look over there, same thing. There was a lot of you guys that have 20, 23, 24, Piston deposited, so you would miss the airdrop just by one token, right? I'm going to give you a chance to, to get your account right if you want to. If not, no worries, no big deal. But every time I do an airdrop, there's always a few people that hit me up on Telegram saying, "Oh man, I missed it by one. Oh man, I missed it by two." So I'm giving you a heads up before I do it. Okay, so just, quickly on that. But yeah, you can see here real quick, Drip doing its thing. Piston right now sitting at $15.50. You see this big dip right here. It looks like a big dip. It might scare you off, but really it went from $15.58 to $15.49, right? So it's at $15.50 right now. So, not that big of a deal. So yeah, I'll leave my buddy address down below. So that's what's going on. Also, Forex put out another Medium article. This is different from the one I talked about yesterday. I'll leave a link for this down below as well. This is the second one that he did. Goes into a little bit more detail for those of you guys that like this sort of stuff. You want to dig into all this info and all these details. You can take a look at this as well. It's not really a super long article, but it kind of piggybacks off of yesterday's article. So you can check this out. I'll leave a link for this down below also. Hopefully they get everything together this week, and next week they actually launch or relaunch the animal farm, right? So we'll see what happens on that end. All right, so now that that's out of the way, Metafi yielders, a couple of quick updates. As you can see here, I doubled up on my deposits. I put in initially I put in 15,000. I put in another 15,000. So for a total of 30,000, right? And yeah, this thing has been working really, really well. It's paying out 3.3%. You see, so it's over 30,962 times 3.3%. This one here is paying me $1,021 daily. Okay, so it'll do that for 30 business days. And then I can pull out my initial. I can actually pull it out of the platform. So yeah, the founder Michael Dehar. He's actually doing a live right now on Facebook. I was in there for a couple minutes. I got to get a couple of things done today, so I figured let me jump off. I'll catch the replay. But he did talk about a couple of things. Some of the things that he talked about, and this is probably going to be more updates that I missed because I only caught a couple, the first couple of minutes. But they are going to be doing like a tour, I guess, where he's in Australia. They're going to be doing some live events, like live offline events with members in Australia. And they're going to go on somewhat of a tour because they're going to go to the Philippines. From there, they're going to go to Canada. And then from Canada, they're going to go to the US. So these venues or locations haven't been disclosed just yet. And again, he said the reason they're going to those particular areas is for, I think it was legal purposes, but there's a reason why they're hitting those areas first. So that'll be pretty cool if you're in and around those areas and you want to meet, the developer and the founder of this particular platform. He will be live there. What's cool about him, and again, I'm not telling you this to tell you that it's any less risky, this platform, but at least he's showing his face. He is on Facebook. He's on Telegram. He does a lot of Zooms, a lot of Facebooks, a lot of Facebook Lives, a lot of Zooms. So he's out there. He's on Front Street, right? Again, doesn't make it any less risky because we've seen platforms before with founders and developers and leaders and whatever, right? That were all up in the front as well. That platforms have gone sideways, but at least it's not and someone that's anonymous, right? That being said, big selling point for me is this is a pretty new platform. It's only been out for 30 days. You do get your capital back. The other thing is, it pays out 3.3% a day. So you can hit that 100% break-even point pretty quickly. If it runs for a month, you pretty much have broken even. Anything above and beyond that you decide to do is just pure profit. And that's where I like to be. I like to be in a position where I've pulled out my initial and I just have profits in a platform. That way, basically eliminated the risk, right? But you can see here, I haven't got my passive payout yet today. I think I'm going to get that probably like in another hour or two. But yeah, the other thing too is they are developing an app for your phone. He said June they're looking at when they're going to launch that app. So again, this is all just bells and whistles for me. Whether they do a tour or whether they come out with an app, I don't really doesn't make a difference to me, right? The key for me is, am I getting in early enough that I can break even? And if I can, I'm gold, right? So that's the case here. Metafi yielders, it's doing well. You can see here my deposits. By the way, I did a withdrawal. I told you I'd give you an update on the withdrawal. It did come out. When I did the withdrawal, I think it took like 4 hours, something like that, give or take. So, it was like 4 hours or something, 3.5, 4 hours. And it did hit my, they sent me an email. I posted that email in our Telegram, and it did come to my my Bitcoin wallet. So yeah, you can see here, here's my 2 deposits totaling 30,000 plus. And it expires this one in 38 days. Again, it's 30 business days. So counting the weekends comes out to about 41 days. So this one I haven't even gotten my first payout on this one yet. So I'll be getting that later on. But yeah, so far, so good. Let's take a quick look at Swapnex also. This one here is an arbitrage platform. This one here is pretty interesting. It actually pays out, well, the plan that I'm in, you can see here, it pays out every 4 hours. So I did put in another 40 BNB. So total, I put in a total of 80 BNB, which is like a little bit over 30,000. Let me see here. Let's see if I view all. These are all the transactions. So this was the 40 BNB that I put in yesterday. Right, so I initially put in, let me see if I go here. Here's the original 40 BNB. And yesterday I put in another 40 BNB. And then since then, it's been paying me passively about every 4 hours. If I look at this, not counting these, right? Passively, it's been paying out about every 4 hours. This doesn't really pay out a ton on the referral side because you're getting paid little piece of your referrals, not what they put in on their profit. So again, you're not going to make a killing on the referral side. At least I don't think so. But more on just the passive side, it pays out 3% plus a day. Just on the passive side, for me, the way I look at it is if it runs for 30 days, 33 days, I'll be at the break-even point. Everything above and beyond that is going to be profit. So you can see it's been paying out about every 4 hours. Yeah, look here. And it's been paying out because I have two deposits or two plans, whatever you want to call it. It pays out twice every 4 hours. Each one is about, again, it's different. This one here was 0.1983. This one was 0.360. So this came together, and then these two come together, so it's about another 0.5. These two came together, so just a little bit under 0.5. So again, it does fluctuate, but it's averaging around 0.5 BNB combined every 4 hours. So one BNB right now is $400 even, almost even, right? So $200. Half of a BNB is $200. So I'm getting $200. $200. It comes every 4 hours. So there's 6 of those cycles in a day. So 1,200. So 1,200 from Swapnex, right? Plus it was like 1,100, give or take, from MetaTraders or Metafi yielders, not MetaTraders. Where did I get that? Metafi yielders. So this, between these two platforms, I'm making an additional 2,300 daily. Right? If it runs for 30 days, and again, that's the gamble, we'll see. That's just under 70,000 a month in passive profits. I did do a withdrawal from this as well. This one was really quick. It was like just a couple of minutes. I don't know if it was BNB, maybe the other one was a withdrawal in BTC, maybe that was the difference. This one here, I withdrew out my BNB, it was pretty fast. So every 4 hours, I'm getting half a BNB, goes into my wallet, and then I can just withdraw it straight away. See? Right here. So I think in another couple of minutes, another cycle should be ending. I get another half of a BNB right there, and I can withdraw. I can withdraw now, but I might as well just wait for it. But anyway, that's what's going on with Swapnex. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. So yeah, things are going good. As far as Grinch Bucks is going, still doing its thing. Some of the AVAX miners that I'm in, they're dropping. Their TVL is dropping, but I already talked about that yesterday. A couple of other platforms I'm playing around with and testing out. If I like them, I'll do another video on them. Yeah, so far, these 2 additional platforms in my portfolio, I'm pretty stoked about. So that's pretty much it for this update, guys. Catch me on Telegram. I'll leave a link for that down below. You can follow me there. Subscribe to the channel. Again, all of this is risky, so only put in funds you can afford to lose. And I will catch you on the next video. Peace.